ITheir TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
A very good morning to you. It is 5 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining us. Rachel and Kate are off this morning. Some of us are waking up to a winter weather advisory. The wind was whipping and the snow was falling overnight outside our studios. While main routes are mostly wet, be careful if your morning commute takes you back roads to our other secondary streets as well, because that could be a little bit slick this morning. All this we'll be checking in right now with Carson Metcalf, who has our get out the door forecast for us, and it is looking a little slick for us.
Yeah, it is, Ryan, especially those secondary streets, main roads, probably just wet for the most part as we head through this morning, midday in the afternoon, especially across the higher terrain. That's where we anticipate some of the bigger snowfall totals as we head through today. But even that, the most snow we'll see probably 1 to 3, maybe locally 4 inches, and the most persistent snows heading through today. Snow shower activity continues in the spray east and southeast of Lake Ontario this morning. Occasionally some moderate bursts of snow right now between Syracuse over to Nedrow, close to Lafayette, down to DeRuyter, as well as Cortland. There you see winter weather advisories continue, as Ryan mentioned, until 7 this evening. Lewis, northern Oneida counties, but where that lake effect snow will persist longer off the southeast end of Lake Ontario. The counties including Onondaga County from Wayne, Cayuga, Tompkins, Cortland, Chenango, Madison counties as well. That goes until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. There you see the most persistent snows near and south of Syracuse across the higher terrain back out into the eastern Finger Lakes. 1 to 3 inches of accumulation today by 7 p.m. Same deal up toward the Tug Hill Plateau. Temperatures right now near or just above 30. Temperatures at best only mid to upper 30s as we head through today. But there are some warmer, drier, and brighter times ahead. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a bit, Ryan.
Thank you so much.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Carson Metcalf with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Coming up on 512, good Monday morning once again. Central New York's brave snow showers continuing east and southeast of Lake Ontario. We'll zoom in and show you where some of the steadiest of snow is falling at this hour. Near and just east of Watertown over toward Lowville, down into sections of Oswego County, Hastings, Williamstown up toward Pulaski, down to Fulton, northwestern corner of Oneida County, including near and north of Vienna, dealing with some light snow as well. Light to occasionally moderate snow near and especially south of Syracuse across some of the higher terrain near Fabius, Pompey, Lafayette, Tully, likewise down toward DeRuyter, a little bit of moderate snow in and around just south and east of Cortland too, as well as approaching Moravia. We'll continue to be in and out of some lake effect snow showers heading right through today and tonight before quieter conditions build in as we head through the day tomorrow across the area. Temperature-wise right now on the New York State Mesonet reporting sites, upper 20s to low and mid 30s, so watch out for some slick spots, especially in those areas, of course, below freezing on the side streets in particular as you head out the door this morning. High temperatures for today, luckily climbing into the mid to upper 30s. So for many of us, I think the road's just going to be wet as we head through most of today, midday through the afternoon. However, it's not actually going to feel much like the mid to upper 30s. Wind chills in the 20s as it's blustery once again. Not as windy as it was at times yesterday, but still seeing some occasional gusts today, upward of 30 or so miles per hour. Wind gradually eases up quite a bit as we head through tonight. So let's take you through it on the timecast. Kind of that spray of snow shower activity continuing east and southeast of Lake Ontario as we head through this morning. But there are signs that one single band will try and consolidate here off the east-southeast end or southeast end of Lake Ontario heading through later this afternoon, including in and around the Syracuse area once we get toward about 5 o'clock. It looks like lake snow stays off the southeast end of the lake here, eastern Finger Lakes toward and just south of Syracuse across the hills, and points south and east of there toward Norwich as we head through this evening and tonight. Some additional accumulations possible there into early tomorrow morning. Could be a few slick spots once more near and south of Syracuse for the Tuesday morning commute. But gradually, as you see here, lake effect should start to weaken and fizzle heading into the day tomorrow. New snowfall amounts today from 7 this morning through 7 this evening, 1 to 3 inches up toward the Tug Hill Plateau. Likewise, near and especially south of Syracuse across the higher terrain, back out into the eastern Finger Lakes as well. New snowfall from 7 this evening through 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So new snow overnight to wake up to tomorrow, 1 to 3 inches again, and some of those same spots, maybe locally up to 4 inches near and south of Syracuse toward Tully, out to Hamilton, back up toward Cato and Auburn. Lesser amounts of a coating to an inch outside of that main axis of most persistent snow. Lingering snow showers taper off as we head through the day tomorrow. Maybe a couple chilly raindrops mixed in as well. Highs near 40, mid 40s. How about some sunshine here on Wednesday? That'll look nice. Mostly cloudy skies, 47 Thursday, and Ryan back up close to 50 degrees with showers here on Friday.
Thank you so much. Now,
your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
5:23 early this Monday morning as we continue to track some lake effect snow showers here on the radar picture east and southeast of Lake Ontario. We'll zoom in, get a closer look for you. Some snow up toward the Tug Hill Plateau, near and south and east of Watertown, over toward Lowville, Pulaski, Williamstown, Hastings, a few flakes in the air. Likewise down toward Lysander, over to Clay. Some light snow in downtown Syracuse, Lafayette, Cazenovia, southwestern corner of Madison County, even a moderate burst of snow as well. Same deal over toward Moravia too. In the most persistent snows, additional accumulation through 7 o'clock this evening, 1 to 3 inches in the hills and the Tug Hill Plateau.
Could stop the Marcellus girls soccer team from a second straight state Class B championship at Cortland High School. That is an amazing feat there. And we also want to say congratulations to the Hamilton boys, the Cincinnatus girls soccer team, for bringing home state titles as well. So championship weekend here.
Love it. Yeah.
Love that. We're not loving the morning right now. Well, first of all, you're probably not loving it that Rachel and Kate are off, but they are. So you're stuck here with the guys.
Stuck with us.
That's right, Ryan and Carson. Thank you so much for joining us, but we are waking up to some flakes this morning.
Yeah, we are. Luckily, nothing terribly heavy, Ryan. And as I said earlier, let's focus more on the impacts today versus the accumulations, because we're not going to see a ton of snow, but could see some slick spots, some reduced visibility. It's still blustery. It's still cold, too. We'll take you to the radar picture first, and you see a spray of snow showers extending all the way up into parts of the Adirondacks, back down through the Tug Hill Plateau. Likewise, areas south and east of Lake Ontario, Oswego, Fulton, Syracuse, down to Cazenovia, Cortland, Ithaca. Notice a couple of broken bands of lake effect snow coming off the south end of Lake Ontario down toward the Finger Lakes as well. I do think that lake effect snow going to kind of consolidate into maybe a single band by later this afternoon southeast of the lake. That's why winter weather advisories are extended for places like Syracuse until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, where the snow comes to an end first up toward Lewis and Oneida counties. Winter weather advisories posted there only until 7 o'clock this evening. Tug Hill Plateau, 1 to 3 inches of new snow through 7 o'clock this evening. Likewise, near and south of Syracuse, down toward the higher terrain. Also parts of Cayuga, eastern Wayne counties. Fair game to see 1 to 3 inches of total snow during the day today. High temperatures along with the snow showers in the 30s, but feeling more like the 20s with that wind. When can we finally dry things out and warm things up? We'll talk about that coming up in just a bit.
Well, let's keep it. Carson mentioned those winter weather advisories. This was the wind was whipping overnight. Snow was falling outside our studio. While main routes are mostly wet, be careful if your morning commute takes you to those back roads and other secondary streets. Here is a live look in Madison County. This is right down Main Street, Route 20 in Cazenovia. As you can see there, it is covered there. So a much different story depending on where you are waking up. Staying on the roads, we'll have to see if weather delays this construction work, but
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Carson Metcalf with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Good Monday morning once again, Central New York time right now, 5:43. Let's take you into the radar picture because we've got a spray of snow showers across Central New York, extending actually all the way from the Adirondacks over toward the Tug Hill Plateau, down toward Syracuse as well. Some steady light snow, though, falling right now near and south and east of Watertown. Pulaski points east to Williamstown, up to Lowville as well. Some light snow falling in Syracuse, back up toward Lysander, Clay, down to Nedrow, Marcellus, Lafayette, Tully, down to Cazenovia, DeRuyter, Hamilton. Some light snow for you as well. A little bit of heavier snow, burst of moderate to heavy snow right now between Groton and Dryden, extending into sections of southwestern Cortland County as well. It's much colder this morning than it was yesterday morning, too. On top of the snow, some 10 to 15 degrees colder at this hour versus where we started this time yesterday. Upper 20s to low and mid 30s across Central New York. Highs for today, no better than the mid to maybe upper 30s as we head through the day, but it's not actually going to feel much like the 30s at any one given point, given those gusty winds. Not as windy as it was at times yesterday, but still could see some gusts past 25 or even 30 miles per hour, keeping those wind chill values in the 20s as we head through today, even into this evening before that wind gradually dies down as we head through later tonight and tomorrow morning. So you saw that kind of spray of snow showers on the radar picture. We expect that to continue here as we head through this morning, but it does look like there are signs that lake effect tries to consolidate a little bit later this afternoon. afternoon into this evening, close to or just south of Syracuse, as snow showers up toward the Tug Hill Plateau and the Adirondacks kind of start to wind down heading into this evening. So it could be a little tricky travel close to Syracuse in terms of reduced visibility in time for the evening commute. Lake snow continues off the southeast end of Lake Ontario, eastern Finger Lakes, near and south and east of Syracuse as well, heading through this evening. And tonight looks to largely weaken and kind of start to fizzle too as we head through late tonight and into the day on Tuesday. What are we thinking of in terms of total snowfall from today, 7 o'clock this morning through 7 p.m. this evening? So just during that 12-hour period today, near and especially south of Syracuse, across the higher terrain back toward the eastern Finger Lakes, Auburn up to Cato, 1 to 3 inches of new snow during today. Likewise, 1 to 3 inches of snow up toward the Tug Hill Plateau, and likewise into parts of the Adirondacks for that matter too. Additional snowfall from 7 tonight through 7 o'clock first thing Tuesday morning, so new snow to wake up to from tonight into tomorrow. Syracuse south, some of those same spots. Tully over toward Fabius, Pompey, back out to Morrisville, Hamilton. Likewise, Auburn and Cato, 1 to 3 additional inches of snow tonight into early tomorrow morning. And the additional snowfall minor tomorrow. Temperatures 30s to near 40 degrees. The snow showers, even a few chilly raindrops during the morning. Taper as we head through the day. A little bit of brighter sky here, milder too. Mid 40s on Wednesday, mid to upper 40s. More clouds than sunshine though Thursday. Still turning warmer, but we got some plain old rain showers as a matter of fact in store by the time we get to Friday. Highs close to 50.
TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
A very good morning to you. It is 6 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining us. Rachel is off this morning. Some of us are waking up to winter weather advisories. The wind was whipping and the snow was falling overnight outside of our studio. While main routes are mostly wet, be careful if your morning commute takes you to those back roads and other secondary streets. Of course, it is kind of a wintry morning out there. Here's a live look right now in Cazenovia. As you drive right down the heart of that village, you can see the snow is still falling there, and the wind, Carson, is still whipping.
Yeah, the wind is still whipping, Ryan. What a case of central New York weather whiplash. Right, we go from thunderstorms Saturday night, temperatures close to or just above 50, now to some lake effect snow continuing. Not only there, as you see live in Cazenovia, but across a good portion of central New York. Snow showers continue near and south of Syracuse. A little bit of heavier snow at times between Ithaca and Cortland. Some snow showers also up toward the Tug Hill Plateau into the Adirondacks. Winter weather advisories continue for Lewis and northern Oneida counties until 7 o'clock this evening. Snow winding down there first, but that lake snow a little more persistent off the southeast end of Lake Ontario. The counties including Onondaga County, the Syracuse area, under a winter weather advisory now until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Additional snowfall amounts from 7 this morning through 7 p.m. this evening. The end of the day near and south of Syracuse, especially across the higher terrain, the hills south of Syracuse, 1 to 3 inches of snow. Likewise, extending back out into the eastern Finger Lakes, 1 to 3 inches of snow also possible during the day today up toward the Tug Hill Plateau. High temperatures may climb into the mid to even upper 30s, but it's not going to feel that way. Ryan mentioned the wind causing wind chills. Those feels like temperatures, the numbers you have to dress for, largely to stay in the 20s. However, there are some drier, warmer, and yes, brighter conditions in that 7-day forecast over the next couple of days. We'll share that with you coming up in just a bit.
Thank you so much, Carson. We are waking up
now. Storm Team meteorologist Carson Metcalf with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Good Monday morning, Central New York time right now, 6:12. We continue to monitor areas of lake effect snow across parts of Central New York. We'll zoom in, get a closer look. Some snow showers occurring from places like Ellisburg over toward Pulaski, Williamstown down to Hastings. A little bit of light snow shower activity across northwestern sections of Oneida County, as well as parts of Lewis County, including Lowville down toward Lyonsdale as well. Radar picture near and south of Syracuse also indicating some light snow from Lafayette down toward Tully, Moravia, Cortland over to Cincinnatus, DeRuyter, Cazenovia. Some flakes in the air out toward Hamilton, Sherburne, and Norwich as well. Even a little bit of a moderate to at times heavy snow now just east of Dryden, south of Virgil, approaching at Marathon here in the next 5 to 10 minutes or so. So again, mainly light but occasionally moderate bursts of snow likely to continue as we head through this morning, and kind of a spray of snow showers becomes a little bit more organized heading through later today. We'll show you that on the time forecast in a moment. First up, let's talk temperatures. It's cold, upper 20s to low and mid 30s right now. Highs at best as we head through later this afternoon, mid to upper 30s, but it's really not going to feel like the 30s today, only with the wind gusts in the 25 to 30 mile per hour range. We're talking about wind chill values, largely only staying in the 20s. Those are the numbers you have to dress for as you step outside this morning into this afternoon as well. Still gusty here, gusting past 20 miles per hour at times in terms of the winds as we head into this evening before winds gradually ease up late tonight into the day tomorrow. Timecast, here we are by 7 o'clock this morning. Still that general spray of some snow showers east and southeast of Lake Ontario, but watch what happens as snow shower activity tends to diminish a little bit up toward the Adirondacks and the Tug Hill Plateau. It gets a little bit better organized here southeast of Lake Ontario from near Sodus over toward Auburn, in and around the Syracuse area as well, proper down toward Cazenovia and Norwich. May meander a little bit slightly farther to the south down toward the higher terrain here late this evening, but generally near south of Syracuse, eastern Finger Lakes, we could find an additional 1 to 3 inches of snow, not only as we head through today, but in addition to that tonight as well. So new snowfall amounts, maybe upward of a half a foot by some spots tomorrow morning. Gradually, lake effect snow winds on down as we head through the day tomorrow, and drier, brighter, and warmer conditions are in store as we head through the middle of this week. In terms of new snowfall, this map takes us from 7 o'clock this morning, so the top of the hour until 7 this evening. An additional 1 to 3 inches of snow possible up toward the Tug Hill Plateau and parts of the Adirondacks. Near and south of Syracuse toward Fabius, Pompey, Tully, Cortland over to Preble. Likewise, Morrisville, Cazenovia, Hamilton, and back to the west out toward spots like Auburn and Cato. 1 to 3 inches of new snow today as well. And some of those same spots, as I just mentioned, picking up an additional 1 to 3 inches of snow as we head through tonight. Auburn to Hamilton, Syracuse to Tully. By the time we wake up tomorrow morning, a few additional inches of snow likely there. Snow showers diminish greatly as we head through the day tomorrow. May even mix in with a couple chilly raindrops to start the day. Highs near 40, mid 40s expected. Clouds, some sunshine. How about that? Should be nice to see out Wednesday. More clouds than not. 47 on Thursday. And Ryan, we're back close to 50 degrees here briefly on Friday with some rain showers. Could end as a little rain or snow early Saturday.
You might want to tell this weather to take a hike. It is National Take a Hike Day, so we are talking national parks. The first responders too. Nothing could stop the Marcellus girls soccer team from a second straight state Class B championship. Congratulations to them, and we're going to keep on going. How about to the Hamilton boys and the Cincinnati girls soccer teams for bringing home state titles as well. Waking up champs. Way to go. We are waking up to some snow this morning. You have Ryan and Carson here. Rachel and Kate have the morning off. In fact, Kate's in Florida, so she timed that just right, let me tell you.
Sure did. Sure did.
I told her, bring back a T-shirt. I'll take that as a souvenir.
Yeah.
That's what we win this morning.
Bring back some sunshine.
Yeah.
Even better souvenir.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, so some of us waking up with the winter weather for sure. Winter weather advisories.
Yeah, winter weather advisories up for most of central New York, Ryan, and you see why here on the radar picture. Lake snow continues east and southeast of Lake Ontario this morning. Mainly light in terms of intensity, but we have seen, if you've been watching the last hour or two, a couple of bursts of moderate to at times heavy snow. And to add insult to injury, not only is it snowing, but it's also cold and blustery. Winds occasionally gusting upward of 30 plus miles per hour across parts of central New York, creating visibility hazards this morning, so watch out for that. Also a few slick spots, of course, with temperatures at or below freezing for many spots too. Additional snowfall, Syracuse south through the higher terrain. Likewise, portions of the eastern Finger Lakes, including Auburn, Cato. 1 to 3 inches of new snow today by 7 p.m. 1 to 3 inches of new snow during the day today up toward the Tug Hill Plateau as well, with some more to follow tonight. Temperatures in the 30s today, feeling more like the 20s with the wind. When does the lake effect machine finally shut down? We'll talk more about that and have your brighter and warmer midweek forecast in just a bit.
Well, before we get to that brighter and warmer forecast, let's show you the video from overnight. Carson mentioned those winter weather advisories. The wind was whipping and the snow was falling overnight outside of our studio, while main routes are mostly wet around the region. Be careful if you're taking those secondary roads, maybe some back roads as well. Here's a live look in Madison County. This is right down the heart of Cazenovia here. You can see the wind is still blowing there. It looks like there is some coverage on the roads. It looks a little bit better than it did about 30 minutes ago, so the plows are certainly out. But make sure you take your time if you're heading out there in those spots that are seeing some more snow like Cazenovia is this morning. Staying on the roads, we'll have to see if
Storm Team meteorologist Carson Metcalf with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
6:41 on this early Monday morning. Take a look at the radar picture. We've not only got some blustery conditions, some cold weather, but some snow continuing across parts of central New York as well early this morning. Likely seeing some snow showers as you step out the door east of Lake Ontario, parts of Oswego County, over toward Amboy, even a little bit of moderate snow right now. Some light snow up toward Redfield, Pulaski, Mexico, Hastings, also the northwestern corner of Oneida County, near and north of Vienna, up toward Camden and Florence. A spray of light snow showers continuing near and south and east of Syracuse at this point as well, just east of Ithaca, over toward Dryden, Cortland, Cincinnatus, up to DeRuyter, Cazenovia, out toward Hamilton, Sherburne, and Norwich. Some light flakes in the air right now, too. Temperature-wise this morning, again, it's chilly. Upper 20s to low and mid-30s. Watch out for a few slick spots on the roads and also some reduced visibility. Not only do we have the snow and the cold, but those gusty winds. We'll talk more about those in just a moment. High temperatures for today. Yes, the thermometer may actually read 37 or so here in Syracuse, but it's not actually going to feel like that at any one given point today, courtesy of those gusty winds up around 30-plus miles per hour again at times. Staying pretty windy into early this evening before that breeze gradually eases up quite a bit more, we think, heading into the overnight. Timecast, here we are. Spray of snow shower activity continues east and southeast of Lake Ontario as we head right through this morning, but it does look like snow showers start to diminish at least a little bit up toward the Tug Hill into the Adirondacks as we head through the midday and the afternoon, and we could actually find a more organized single band of lake snow coming off the southeast end of the lake here near and south and east of Sodus over toward Auburn, including Syracuse, Cazenovia, and Norwich by the time the evening commute rolls around, so we'll have to keep a close eye on that. Lake effect snow continues near and just south of Syracuse. It looks like persisting right through most of the night before weakening a little bit, eventually fizzling just about altogether as we take you into the day on Tuesday. In terms of additional snowfall amounts, this is just today during the 12-hour period from the top of the hour, 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. near and south of Syracuse, across the higher terrain in particular, but also parts of the eastern Finger Lakes out toward Auburn. 1 to 3 inches of snow during the day today. Same deal, 1 to 3 inches up toward the Tug Hill Plateau. New snowfall on top of that from 7 o'clock this evening through 7 o'clock first thing tomorrow morning. So this is new snow after you go to bed tonight and into the day tomorrow. What to wake up to as you head out the door. 1 to 3 inches from Auburn to Tully near Syracuse out toward Hamilton, Morrisville, and Cazenovia. Snow showers again gradually wind on down as we head through the day tomorrow. Temperatures in the upper 30s to near of 40 degrees. 44, some sunshine. Going to be a nice looking and pretty nice feeling day, relatively speaking, right? By the time we get into Wednesday, more clouds than sunshine. 47 Thursday, some plain old rain showers, low 50s, can you believe it, by the time we get to Friday.
Okay, let's see if you got the question of the day. Here is Carson.
All right, Ryan, thanks very much. We've got a blustery and cold start to your Monday morning. Temperatures upper 20s to low and mid-30s right now across central New York. Feeling colder with that gusty breeze, though, up around 30 miles per hour in Fulton. 24-mile-an-hour gust, the latest just reported in Syracuse. Close to a 30-mile-an-hour gust in Ithaca. Look at Binghamton. Winds gusting to 38 miles per hour there. Snow showers extend from the Adirondacks down toward the Tug Hill Plateau in and around Syracuse. Likewise across the higher terrain south and east of the city as well. I think that's where we're going to key in on the highest snowfall amounts for today. Tug Hill, Adirondacks, higher terrain south of Syracuse, 1 to as much as 3, maybe locally 4 inches of new snow from 7 o'clock this morning through 7 this evening. Higher terrain south of Syracuse up to maybe just south of the city back toward the eastern Finger Lakes. An additional 1 to 3 inches of snow tonight into tomorrow morning. Snow winds down upper 30s to near 40 for highs tomorrow. Mid-40s, some sunshine here Wednesday. Ryan, more clouds than not by Thursday, but temperatures continue to turn warmer. Could be close to or just above 50 by the end of the week.
We're busting out the shorts.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the Morning News. We'll leave you with what it looks like in Cazenovia this morning. A snowy sight. See you later.